Wait a minute.
Ready to engage. 4, 3.
I have to make sure I don't drop out or enter Super Cruise from too low or too high. Otherwise, I won't insta-drop like this. Right then, with that out of the way, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Thargoid Structure of HIP 18368-2H. Or at least we will be in 30 seconds. Beerbalot, what it's supposed to do, what was supposed to happen, is it cuts off the FSD cooldown timer, effectively resetting the FSD about 30 seconds early, depending on load times. Normally I load pretty fast, so usually it ends up saving me about 20-30 seconds. Not the case this time, though, because my game crashed. Trying to get to main menu. It couldn't handle all the Thargoid cargo in my inventory.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, dear. Huh. Oh, for a minute I thought it was coming down way faster than I thought I was. Never mind, we're fine. Alright, we need to pick some items up.
Low gravity warning.
We need to take a probe and a sensor. Oh, I have the escape pods in my inventory. I better remember to dump those off later. Open sesame. Either a probe, a sensor, or a link will get you inside. You do not need to, You do not need, and you do not need any Thargoid cargo for the secondary door, so this is a Class 3 structure. I'm gonna go to this one first. What do you seek? You seek the probe. I shall give you the probe. Which means, by rule, this one on the left must seek the sensor. There we go. Let's go grab a link. Oh, good lord, SA Icon. That would be the hat trick right there. High prediction, game crash, and a Thargoid Interceptor encounter. Oh, right. I just mapped my new cargo scoop button. Why am I not using it? Aw, I was trying to be real fancy there. Nope. Can I target that, please? Thank you. Ah! Wrong button. It's a good thing that didn't just set off all of the scavengers, though. Okay, we got our messages, and we're just going to take the sensor and the link back to the ship. Not the sensor, the probe and the link, rather. We have plenty of spare sensors on our ship that we don't need to, pick it back up. So this little star map, for those who have not seen it, this, we think, is effectively a Thargoid star map, but we really can't map anything out yet. We haven't been able to, like, superimpose this on anything, to my knowledge. But we are now going to take our goodies back to the ship. Oh, if you... Beerballad, you should have seen me trying to do the, You should have seen me trying to do the, anti-Xeno conflict zones. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah, that's not the right way out. This is the right way out. You should have seen me trying to do the anti-Xeno conflict zones last week in, beta. I was doing alright, but I was having a little trouble with my Gauss cannons. That's alright, Beerballad, I gotcha. Nope. Stop. There we go. Alright, let's heal up the SRV, start moving into space, and head to our next stop. Whoops. Don't do that, please.
Landing gear retracting.
That's what I wanted you to do.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes, SD, I have a single Class 4 corrosion-resistant cargo rack,
2, 1.
which is just enough for me to do everything I need. Alright, next stop is... if I could find it. We don't need the task manager anymore. HIP 16704, which, again, this is a place I've been to before, so we should be able to get to this structure without much I was literally just there. Eh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Fine. We'll go. Now, the reason I go to Eagle Eye 3, 2, then 1's target first is because what am I trying to say? Is because it organizes the signals in a way that I can order them from top to bottom from the comms panel. It makes it easier for me to personally organize them.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, it does require a lot of work, but it is worth it. Especially if you want to get into Thargoid science. And now that Thargoid probes are now free to sell, they're worth a good chunk of credits each. They're worth about 400,000, if you happen to find one. And sensors, you can farm those infinitely. If you go to the sensor farm that I just showed you earlier. I do need to gas up a little bit when I get to the next star. I can't jump sync scoop, though, because I don't have any heat sinks. So I can't do this the easy way. So we're going to take a few seconds after getting to HIP 16704 to just gas up a little bit. And plot the route out to the next system while we go ahead and make our way to the next Thargoid structure. Oh, you know what? I need to get my desktop scene loaded back up. There we go. So that way when I hit my scene switch button, I don't accidentally flash my Be Right Back screen. I have done that on many occasions. What planet was it giving us? 5A? So that is right about... oh, it's a bit of a long trip. Alright. Not the end of the world. Let's plot course to the next structure in the meantime, which is... 14909. Oh, I have this bookmarked for whatever reason. What's on HIP 14909? Oh, it's where I used to go to get Thargoid links. But then I realized that the Thargoid structure near the Oracle is much better. I should probably actually, you know something? I'm actually going to kill that bookmark. Let me do that now. Because I actually don't need that bookmark. And it's just clogging up space. There we go. Alright, and in the process of all that, the tank is almost topped off, so now we can pretty much get back to the bubble without any difficulty with fueling. I'm actually going to go run and grab a drink real quick while we are traveling. I will be right back. And hey, Macubus, welcome to the stream. Oops, too high. There we go. Just pouring my... It's good, Macubus. I'm just taking a quick moment to pour myself a drink while I make my way to the next Thargoid structure on my to examine list today. I'm a little behind schedule. I'm only now just getting the Thargoid audio signals right now. But I've already been hyperdicted twice. One right off the top of the stream, and the other... Beerbalot, I do not take non-PG-13 questions about my stick. Thank you very much. Alright, Zesty, take it easy. I'll see you, hopefully, you'll be, hopefully, I'll see you, catch you later, rather. Sorry, my words are all jumbled. Then again, when aren't my words all jumbled on stream? Alright, this structure shouldn't be too bad. Let's hope. Oh, this is a flat gas giant. I remember this one, actually. Look how flat it is. Looks like it's like it looks like it was flattened like a pancake. Nope. Wrong panel. That's head look. There we go. Look at that. That is weird. My priorities... Actually, I gotta readjust my priorities because of that E-drop mishap, my priorities... Thruster priority, for whatever reason, gets automatically reset to 1 whenever you shut off and reload the game. So I need to be a little careful to... I gotta remind myself to... I gotta remind myself to always reset that. Okay, here we go. I have lost control of my ship. I think I actually just got an Apple up. Yeah. Whenever for some reason my Apple software update notification comes up, I immediately lose control of the ship. You guys didn't see that because I had my ED scene set up, but that's what just happened. The music in these places is creepy, by the way. But then again, what about the Thargoids is not creepy? It's good, Mr. Hangman. Thank you for stopping by. Transfer cargo, sensor probe.
Low gravity warning. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We are just, Mr. Hangman, we are just getting to, we're just in the process now of getting our Thargoid signals, audio signals for the week. Something just dropped off of my desk. Excuse me for a minute. That's my salt shaker. And no, I'm not talking about my FGS build. I'm talking about an actual salt shaker. You want the sensor, and so we shall give you the sensor. Oh. Yeah, that can happen sometimes, where the UI doesn't update properly. Alright, drop the probe. Was this a class? This is a class 2 structure because it doesn't have the secondary doors. Alright, let's go grab a link. And we'll take this link back to the ship as well. I missed my shots. There we go. There we go. All right, where were we? Probe sensor, so link is this way. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff has come out, Mr. Hangman, and it's a lot of stuff to look forward to, I must say. In particular, the big changes that a lot of people are looking forward to are the new scanner changes. They're looking forward to some of the mining updates. I know the Thargoid fighter squadrons are looking, the Axie folks are going to be very much looking forward to the Thargoid conflict zones and the new Thargoid incursion state. The BGS is getting a lot of updates. Finding signal sources is going to be 10 million times easier. There's just a lot of positive changes coming in. Hat trick! No, I haven't found my camera suite yet. There it is. It's a basilisk. I've never seen a basilisk come down before. Alright. I'm now stuck. And I don't know how to get out. Really? I got stuck again. Hang on, we can fix this. Thanks, Thargoids. Jeez. Sorry about all the technical hiccups, guys, but this is just one of those days. Now, that statement about the dangerous region is a lie. It should actually just drop me off right next to where I was standing. But told ya, hat trick. Alright, this should load me up any second now. Anytime now.
Drive assist off. Drive
There we
assist
go. Where's my ship? It's leaving! Come back, you jerk! Eh. Oh, I gotta boogie away from the settlement now, don't I?
Drive assist off.
All while my stuff is getting toxic cargo corrosion. Wall. Oh, yeah, you know what? This button doesn't... You know what? I should make one of these my recall button, too.
Cargo scoop retracted.
500. It's gonna be a while. Actually, you know what I should do? Hold on. Sorry, guys. More keybind adjustments here. Driving. I should make this my drive assist button. And this my dismiss button. There we go. Alright, 100 meters.
Ship recalled.
Ah.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted. Drive assist on.
Yeah, I got put outside the ring of Macubus, and by extension, that was too far away from the ship. Ay, ay, ay. Remind me next time to get my camera suite set up before the stream. But yeah, everything, literally everything is going wonky today.
Landing gear retracted.
Alright, let's reload our next destination. Unfortunately, I also have to jump to Super Cruise and go to the other side of the planet. Yeah.
Charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm not even sure what I got stuck on, and the camera suite wasn't helping. Because I didn't bind anything to it yet. Oops. Alright, one more Thargoid structure. Watch, this one's gonna be a headache. It's either gonna be a complete headache or a total cakewalk. But it's not gonna be both. Well, it can't be both, actually. It's not gonna be in the middle. Ay, ay, ay.
Frameshift drive charging.
New HOTUS, how do I play? A lot of determination, all right. I'm keeping a close eye on the stars now because now I'm starting to get a little jittery after being hyperdicted twice in one day. What I may end up doing is, when I upload this to YouTube, I'm actually going to split this into 2 parts because one of them had the game crash. During the game crash. So, luckily, the game crashed before I arrived at the first Thargoid structure, so it's a good stopping point.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Well, more like it's going to be Eagle Eyes Part 1, the whole rest of it's going to be Part 2, Immacubus. Assuming, of course, I don't have any more major hiccups throughout the rest of the morning. Or the rest of the afternoon, rather, because it's already now 1:15. Almost. Oh no, it's about to be 1 o'clock. I set my, in-room clock a little bit ahead. Helps me get up early enough in the morning for work and, keeps me on top of my schedule. Well, my real-life schedule, I should stress. And if any of you are wondering why there is no, there's no music besides in-game music, that's because my Twitch playlist would not survive on YouTube. So, it goes without saying that we're sticking to raw game audio and game music only. For the purposes of, safety. Alright, but with that out of the way... let's go ahead and visit the other structure. That's actually the second time I've actually seen the Interceptor encounter at the base. The first time was like two or 3 months ago. It was a long time ago. It was before the Gnosis got attacked, actually. I still remember, I think the Gnosis Assault event was actually a great way to sort of ease our way into the Thargoid, the AX conflict zones. It's a good idea. It was a good idea. It's just a bummer that it got all hyped up to be this trip into an unknown region. That's really my only bummer, but ultimately I'm happy with what we got. It was just advertised horribly wrong leading up. That and the attack got spoiled. So yeah, for those who don't know, the Gnosis was going to pass through a unknown region of space, which was previously permit-locked and only accessible via the Gnosis's excessive jump range. But, the night before the Gnosis was planned to make its jump, a Galnet article prematurely released, stating that the Gnosis was going to get assaulted by Thargoids. And it was going to drop out literally 10 light years away, 10 or 12 light years away from where it was intending, from where it jumped out of. And that got everybody, super ticked off. And rightfully so, because everybody had exploration and battle cruisers ready to go. And admittedly, the sort of, like, static signal sources did give the Axie ship something to do, but there actually was a warning ahead of time from Eagle Eye, from one of the Eagle Eye signals, that there was an impending attack on the Gnosis, because one of the link signals actually ended up pointing straight at the ship. Transmitter and everything.
Low gravity.
Ah.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So this time I'm only going to take the probe back. I'm not going to take the link. We already have 5. I shouldn't need more than 5. Can I still get in? Yes, I can still get in. Good. Make a right. Come to a full stop. You want the link, so I actually can't give you anything yet. We'll go here then, and we'll give you the probe. You should be the probe. Yeah, you're the probe. Perfect. Ah. Stop. Stop. I might have to install, add some partial dead zone onto my, to my throttle stick, because it's really sensitive. I'll do that later, though. It's not important right now. Alright, I should be able to make a left and go pick up a link. Yes, perfect. Oh, that is true. There were a lot of bugs that, there were a lot of issues. That's not the, deploy cargo scoop button. Ugh. There we go. That's what I was trying to do the first time. Who put that rock there, by the way? That is a really inconvenient placement for a rock. Okay, target the device. There we go. And this should be our last 2 signals. And we're just going to take the probe back. Got him. Alright, we want to go out this way. And then hang a right. Oh yeah, there was, those were the 2 big bugs. Like, Solo wasn't Solo, and the no-fire zone existed around the Gnosis as it was being attacked. I think there was a meme picture on Yamix's channel, Yamix's Discord about that. We're under attack by Thargoids. No can do. They've entered your no-fire zone. Good luck. That is true. That is actually like the first indication we've got of a ship or station actively under siege by a Thargoid attack. Granted, we're going to be seeing a little bit something similar to that with the Axie conflict zones, but even still.
4, 3, 2.
Alright, so we have all 6 of the signals that we have seeked out. That's the wrong button. So we have 6 unknown signals in front of us, and we will be utilizing all of those momentarily, but we do want to get away from the planet first before we do. So we're going to pull away from about almost a half a light second away from the planet. That should render us outside of its planetary gravity. They obeyed the no-fire zone. That's funny. Thargoid scouts apparently understand no-fire zones. Alright, so my desktop is ready, right? Yeah, my desktop is ready. I've got the signals ready to write down. I've got my decoder set properly. far are we from the planet? 7 megameters, that's still too close. Alright, we are technically outside of the planet's SOI, but I want to get a little further for safety. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to go ahead and deposit a Thargoid link. Oops, that was the back button. Alright, now this is going to be tough to do because of the new HOTUS controls. But I want to now target the link. Not crash into it, ideally. My hardpoints are set correctly to kill my engines, right? No, they are not set correctly to kill my engines. That's better. Let's actually take pips out of engines so we don't accelerate so drastically. Alright, so the link is actually kind of slowed down enough on its own at this point. Almost in position. So what we need to do is get in front of the link, and I'll deploy my things in order to shut the ship off. I might actually be a little high. Okay, I definitely got to add some dead zone to my lateral thruster controls. Okay, that should work. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to boost game audio to maximum. And I'm going to play down the signal in front of the first Thargoid link. The first Thargoid signal in front of the link. And I'll let you guys listen to the first response undisturbed, and I'll talk about it a little more in a second. Short number.
Thrusters online.
Interesting.
Cargo scoop deployed.
So yeah, that was the first set of numbers, and that one in particular was a little short today. So let's deploy and shut off once again. And let me load up my desktop so I can talk a bit more about this. So, the link has just chirped out some highs and low buzzes with some dolphin chirps every once in a while. So I've written these down here. You can see, compared to normal numbers, this one was a little shorter than normal, but we're still decoded as normal anyway. So these highs and lows are binary numbers, so we're just going to grab our calculator. It's already set to a programmer mode, thankfully. Now our first number is a high, low, low. Highs are zeros, lows are ones. High, low, low, high, high, high. So a decimal value of 24 divided by high, high, low, 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 high, low. 125. Fairly low number. The next binary number was a low, low, low. So just 7. Oops. Divided by... That didn't mess with my OBS, did it? No, it did not. 7 over high, low, low, high, high, low. 25. Next number is a low, high, low, high, low, low, 43. Oops. Over low, high, low, high, 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 40. 43 over 40. Alright, so let's translate those numbers to decimal values first before we continue. Standard 24 over 120, oops, 125, no, 125, 0.192. Second set of numbers is 7 over 25, 0.280. Next one is... So yeah, like you can see, these were very small numbers, but they're still like the same kind of values you would expect. Oops. There we go. So we have the number translation. So to kind of give you a brief, I'll be a little brief with this one. To give you an example of what these numbers translate to, when you play out the Thargoid signals, when you play this signal down, yeah, this whole thing, the whole signal translates to this image. So you have the binary numbers 1, 2, and 3 in the center here. On the left, you have the Merope system. On the top, you have the system the signal came out of, and the bottom, the system the signal is going to. On the right, we have Col 70 FY-NC21-3. So with the help of the 1, 2, and 3, we know that the first number that the probe chirps out is the distance from the target to Merope. The second number is the distance from the target to the originating system, and the third is the distance from the target to Col 70. The numbers are still in Thargoid units, however, but luckily, with the help of the Thargoid probe, we know that a Thargoid unit is equivalent to 871.018 light years. So, with that said, let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and put those numbers in. 0.192 times 871.018, and that is 167.23, or 24, light years from Merope. So not very far from Merope. Well, it's actually kind of right in between the bubble and Merope. Let me just take 871.018, store that into memory. There we go. 0.280 times that, 243.89. Light years from Thargoid Structure. Last one is 1.075 times that. 936.34 light years from Col 70. Okay, so what I've done now is I've taken those and I've put them into the decoder. I'll link this in chat for you guys, so you guys can see that real quick. That's the wrong thing. I want this. There we go. And I will search that now. And that gives us the system of HIP 16824. Is that? Hold on. Oh no, 169704. Wow. 16824, so not very many hips off from one of the other structures. Which means this is probably pointing to another Thargoid structure, now that I think about it. I've been to this system before. Oh, I hope whatever's here is not in the B section. Interesting. I'll have to figure out what that's about later. Alright, so let's make a note of that. HIP 16824. That is signal 1. HIP 16824. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and add dead zone to my to my lateral controls really fast. Flight thrust, lateral thrust. I'm going to implement a 30% dead, 50% dead zone on both of these. That should be enough dead zone to, that should be enough dead zone to not be, yeah, it's enough dead zone so that I'm not, moving on my own all the time. I want to, nope. I want to discard another Thargoid link. Ah! Send it about 35 meters per second to offset, jettison, distance. Target the link. And we're gonna just drift towards it a little.
Cargo scoop
Oops.
retracted.
Don't actually hit the link, please. Alright, so am I in a good position already? Whoa, too close. Okay, I'm gonna move down just a little. Or up, rather. Oh, I should be playing down the first signal. We'll play down the second signal instead. Ah, did not mean to do that. Okay. Hopefully all is good.
Thrusters offline. Power plant capacity exceeded.
Alright, if we're not in optimal position, I'll just scoot myself over as I'm listening to the signals. But now let's start writing down the other two signals. This is going to be towards the bubble. Okay. That was my Windows menu. I did not need to do that. Signal 3. You guys are able. If you guys are not able to hear the Thargoid link chirps, let me know. They should be coming through just fine, though, on my end. Alright, here's signal 3 from HIP 16704, I think. Yep. This is going to be towards the Pleiades, by the way. All right, number 3, or number 4, rather. Yeah, sometimes, Beerbalot, you need to listen for, like, certain inflections in the chirping, because there are certain inflections that the link, sort of delivers between different triple sets. Especially high-low-low is, one that I'm really good at picking up. Okay, that's going to be towards the bubble. Yeah, that threw me off for the longest, for the first time I tried this too, Beerbalot. Is the link drifting? I can't tell if it's just the fog from the surrounding the link or that I'm actually out of position. Hold on. Yeah, I can't really fix it now either. Signal 5. This This could be Bubble or Pleiades. This looks like it's gonna be right in the middle. No, this is gonna be more Pleiades. Alright, last signal. This should actually sound a lot clearer on the playback. Later down the road when I upload this later. Yeah, I wasn't in the best position, but this is still enough. Alright, this is in bubble. Probably. The low also emits a distinct hum. So that's another way that I can kind of tell.
Thrusters online.
That's another way I can kind of tell where the what the link is. Trying to say.
Thrusters offline.
Alright, so,
Capacity
not the cleanest,
exceeded.
I'll confess, but, worked out this time. Alright, let's decode the remaining signals. So, we've already got HIP 16824. This is our first in-bubble target, the Atroco system. Low average error of 0.013%, so that's probably a good hit. Very high population anarchy system, starport with the Aegis Vanguard in the vicinity and an ammonia world. Fascinating. Atroco is probably a correct translation then. Signal 3. Pleiades sector LNT C3-3. Average error very high. Uh-oh. That's bad. That means I may have done something wrong. But the LNT reminds me of... LNT sounds like a barnacle forest. So hold on a minute while we look that up. It may be a different LNT that it's thinking of. Maybe LNT C3-4. Is there a Thargoid structure in that system? No, there is not, but I... Oh, wait, not 3, 4. No, but I know there's a barnacle forest in that system. That's interesting. Because, yeah, there's a barnacle forest here. There's something here. Let's make a note that it's probably... Pleiades sector LN... oh, wait a minute. Z. Pace special. Probably C-4. C3-4. I mean, for all I know, Beerblot, I may have gotten this one wrong. In fact, you know what? Let's just go ahead and, for safety's sake, double-check that particular signal.
Thrusters online.
I wasn't able to offset the momentum this time. You know what? Before I do anything else, let me install a dead zone on the main throttle as well. Controls, flight thrust. No, that's flight thrust. Flight throttle, full range. I'm going to implement a 20% dead zone. That should be enough. Let me do the same for the SRV as well. Driving throttle, full range. It's up dead zone to 20%. That should give me enough of a... That should give me enough of an offset to let me keep the throttle at 0 when I need it to be. Right, the link is still descending a little bit. Maybe take off a little bit of dead zone. Scoot over just a tad. Alright, the link's barely moving at this point, so we should be able to get into position now. Yeah, I definitely should take a little bit of dead zone off on the throttle. I'll make it like 10%. Let's see if this is any better. And this is HIP 16704, right? Yeah. Nope. Here we go. High, low, high. Low, high, low. It's actually a little muffled because I'm out of position, but I can still hear it. Okay, that's right. Okay, so yeah, the numbers are correct. The entry was made correctly. But the triangulator's just having a hard time deciphering triangulating from one of the locations. I think it's because the Thargoid Structure and Merop are particularly close to this target. Let me just go ahead and take a little more dead zone off of the... let me take a little more dead zone off of the throttles. Driving throttle... Take that down. Yeah, that should be enough of a dead zone to where I can easily identify a stop point. Okay, let's think this through from it. So yeah, LNT C3-3 wasn't giving me a good value, but what about C3-4? It's not even being listed as a valid candidate. I still think LNT C3-4 is a more likely translation. I don't know why C3-4 is not even on this list. Fascinating. Alright, let's decode the other signals and then check back on that one later. Signal 4, the Lusanda system. I don't recognize this one as a previous target, so I think this is a new attacking entry. Which reminds me, did the Danhopi system survive? I gotta check that later. The Lusanda system has just the starport and the ammonia ore, Lee Orbital. Tekka Elite Ultra's Bagging Cooperative. We're close to Upsilon Aquarii, aren't we? Oh yeah, look at that. Upsilon Aquarii's right here. Interesting. So yeah, Lusanda is probably correct. Pay special there. Actually, this should not be there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, Lusanda system is gone, or checked off. Last Pleiades sector is 12 Trianguli. That's an INRA base. So maybe this is pointing us at INRA bases this week again. Because 12 Trianguli, I remember there being an INRA base here. I don't remember if this is Taylor Keep or if it's a different one, but I definitely know 12 Trianguli has been targeted before. In fact, the triangulator got baffled once on that particular triangulation about 2 months ago. The last signal points us to the Biru-Besse system. Let's check that out. Never seen that system before. Inhabited, independent, high population. All independent systems today with the Aegis Acropolis, Ammonia World, and a starport. And an ELW. Interesting. So, yeah, all of these are, ooh, there's a black market here, too. Not that it matters, you can sell these without any penalty now. The Biru-Besse system. So, let's check out So we have all our systems. We're going to start by checking out Pleiades Sector LNT C3-3 first. Because I think we're close to that. We're going to start with C3-3, but then we'll check C3-4. Oh, right, I didn't check, let's plot the route first, but actually, that's far down. Hold on. What about 12 trianguli? What about 12 trianguli? Hold on. Fixing some alignment issues. What about hip 16824? Where's that? Yeah, so you know what? Because this is like the area in between the Pleiades and the bubble, these are actually probably INRA bases this week.
Cannot comply.
So, let's go ahead and, wait a minute. Oops. Switch that. And cut the volume so I don't blow anybody's ears out, because I forgot to do that last week. And we can proceed.
Frameshift drive charging.
The last two ones, Beerbalot, are the 12 Trianguli system, which I definitely remember being an INRA base, and the Bieru Besse system. I'll link them in chat for signals 5 and 6. All right, let's continue. There's a planet right next to me. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's right there. Interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, I'm a little cold. I may need to go grab my blankets once I'm finished up here. Oh, who are you? You're not going to get to me in time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So like I said, I'm going to check C3-3, but I'm willing to wager that C3-4 is the actual target. And we can actually double check this by checking the distance values. The distance values between the three systems. But we're going to start by dropping the link first.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me. You know what? I haven't even been to this system yet. There is stuff here, but I don't think...
Fuel scooping.
There is... Oh, no, you know what? There's only stars here, so you know what? This can't be right. Yeah, this is definitely wrong. So let's check C3-4.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's never going to be a megaship orbiting a sun by itself. It's always orbiting a planet. So I doubt this is a damaged megaship. So, yeah, this is... It's probably 3 INRA bases, 3 starports this week, but we'll check in a second.
Fuel scooping.
Do I have any early visuals on anything? So yeah, Planet 2A. What is that? What's on Planet 2A right now? A crash site. Now I want to check our distance values for a minute real quick, so I'm going to load up the calculator.
Disengage.
What were the binary number translations? 0.084 times memory, and we get 73.16. How far are we out from Merop right now? 72.85. So yeah, that's like less than a half a light year off, so this is probably correct. What's the other value? 0.134. And that's 116 light years roughly from HIP 16704. Yeah, that's under a half a light year too. So I don't know why the triangulator didn't figure this one out, but I'd be willing to bet that this crash site is the target for today. So we'll target the crash site. Oh, wait a minute. This is the Commander Jameson Memorial crash, Commander Jameson crash site, isn't it? Because I remember the LNT. So yeah, I think this is pointing at the John Jameson crash site. There's nothing else here, is there? No. We'll drop a link and verify anyway. How far are we away from Cole 70? 1.069, 931.12, and 931.20. So yeah, I do not know why the triangulator did not pick LNT C3-4, because it's clearly the better it's clearly the right system. Have to get the people on the get the people at the triangulator a good little checkup on that. So I'm not actually going to enter the planet itself. I'm just going to get near it roughly. And as soon as I drop to 200 kilometers per second, I'll just drop out and drop a link. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop. There we go. This was signal 3, right? Laser pointer is active. It is pointing behind me, which means... Well, for one thing, it's laser pointing, which means that's already a positive sign. Yep, there it is. It is pointing at the John Jameson crash site. I think it is. It's either the John Jameson crash site or a Scout crash site. But I think I remember the LNT. I think this is the John Jameson crash site. Let's double check. I mean, we've already got the coordinates marked, so we don't have to drop any more links.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
And once we get to this crash site, we will check next the HIP 16824 system. Let's plot that now. Should only be a couple of jumps out. Yeah, I recognize the blue ground. Or is this Jameson or is this a Scout? I think it's actually a Scout, because I see the orange texture. Oh yeah, this is a Scout. Is it? Yeah, it's a scout. So this is the scout crash site. I'm sorry, I thought this was the Jameson crash site. Oh, come on. That wasn't even a more than a 50 meter per second crash. So yeah, it's a Thargoid. It's the scout crash site. Scout crash. Okay, so I made a note of that in my log. Oh, that's HIP 12099. Thank you, B8F07C4. Wrong button.
Frameshift drive charging.
So yeah, I thought because it was a blue planet that it was the Jameson crash site, but I recognized the LNT. So I knew something was here, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head what it was. But thank you for clarifying that for me. Alright, our next destination is... Our next destination is... If I could find it. HIP 16824. That's our next system, and I think this is an INRA base as well. Or this, I think this is an INRA base, but we'll check. Is this 1 or 2 jumps? 3, but I might be able to skip the last jump. Yeah, let's see if we can skip that last jump with a we can't skip it with a low amount of cargo, but we can skip it with a synthesis injection. So we'll just do that instead. Just to skip that last jump, because we really don't need to take that. That's just another minute and a risk of a hyperdiction we don't need to deal with. I've already been hyperdicted twice today. Alright, here we are. And if there is anything here, it's going to be... Where? Huh. Not there, because my target markers aren't flashing. Nothing there, because my target markers aren't flashing. Nothing there because my target markers aren't flashing. Nothing here either. Alright. Link, show us the way. I was about to say, did the cargo even jettison? Because it felt like that was delayed. Alright, let's see what the story is with this one. Okay, so the system is correct. Where are you pointing at, though? You're pointing towards the star to the left, or in the direction of the star, which means you're not going to the B star. That's the best news. So you're pointing to the left a little bit. So you're not pointing to the B star. Yeah, you're not pointing there. That's the best news. You are not... Nope, not there either. You are pointing that way. Alright then, let's go investigate that area.
Frameshift drive charging.
This might be an Inbra base I've not yet discovered.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So yeah, very quick super cruise trip over to this gas giant cluster. I'm really surprised I haven't logged whatever was here. You would think, given all the Eagle Eye stuff I've been through at this point, I would have had all the Inra bases locked down. I'm gonna get my blankets for a second. Hold on, folks. Okay, all bundled up. Let's move on. I actually want to go above the gas giant cluster here for a second, so that way I can identify exactly which planet I need to go to. So I'm going to try and come to a stop here. Alrighty. Alright, let's see where we're going. It's going this way. So... Uh-oh. That was a mistake. So it's going to that planet. Actually, it's a binary pair. Shoot. Great, we're gonna have to try and check the link again.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed.
I hate when the game does that.
Limpet expired. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, I don't think it was pointing at this planet. I think it was pointing at this binary pair. So we'll have to get in between them and drop a link again. We might as well tag them both, just so that way I have their names in the system data. Alright, we're actually close enough to the point where we can actually, if we were to just drop a link, we can see them both. So, oh, too fast. Actually, wait a minute, aren't only one of these landable? Oh, they're both landable. Never mind. Okay, that's out of the way. So it's either pointing at A2F or A2G. It's pointing at A2F. Okay, so now we at least know it's pointing at A2F, but can we get an early indication of where on A2F it's pointing? Not really, actually. It almost looks like it's pointing straight down. In fact, it kind of does look like it's pointing straight down. Granted, that's the whole planet. We'll still have to check, but better than nothing, so.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, this is an inward base, if it is one, that I've not discovered yet. So, as is typical practice on my stream, whenever we get to a new inward base, we will play its log down after finding them. Oops, coming in a little hotter than I'd like.
Hull integrity
Okay, I guess we're dropping a link again. Again, the link was delayed in showing up on my screen. That's weird. And hello, Wapo. Welcome to the stream. So it's pointing... Now where is it going? Alright, so it's getting a fix. It's getting a fix for... that area of the planet. Alright, let's assume it is on the dark side for now.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Let's not lose that link, please. So let's go in this direction and see what happens.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hopefully the planet lights up as we get closer to the ground. Yes, it can be Herbalat. So whatever we're looking for could very well be on a different side. In fact, for safety reasons, I'm actually going to break out of this glide now. And drop the link again. And if the link gives me relatively the same angle, then I'll know it's on the other side of the planet.
Flight assist on.
Now, I gotta be a little careful, because I actually can't see the link, because I'm too far away from it now. Because I'm on the ground, close to at least. And that means that my detection range for these things goes down to 50... okay, it's now pointing relatively straight down. I hate getting these things under gravity. I do see a dark spot, though. Where's that sensor fragment? I hear it, but I don't see it. Screw it, I'm not getting it. But I see that dark spot down there, so I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, there's something down there. That is not a graphical glitch. Yeah, here we go, here we go. There is something definitely here.
Deployed.
What is this? Because I blew it up, Beerbalot. I rammed into it too hard and it split into sensor fragments. And that is why you always put spares in your inventory. Yeah, this is an Inra base. I had an inkling it was an Inra base, but I couldn't remember, I couldn't see it too well because of the low planetary lighting. Alright, let's go get its, Yeah, that's what the horrible sound was. The Thargoid sensor makes the same noise.
Low gravity warning.
Alright, so let's see what this Inra base has to behold for us. It has some light materials, it would seem. MD, it would be helpful if you actually launched your cargo scoop when you did this. Granted, they only appear to be lower-end materials, but that is what we're looking for, the settlement comms log uplinks. Yeah, don't worry, that's coming soon. So that gives us the log of watching the sky. So this is Carmichael Point. So yeah, I have not been to this Inra base before. Ooh, a data point. I'll get that in just a second. That settlement comms data package is worth a good solid 1,000,000 credits, so I'm going to grab that real quick as well. I said I'm going to go grab that as well. There we go. Oh wow, that is sensitive.
Incoming message.
Alright, there were four comms log uplinks, so let's try and find them. That should be number 3. I actually have the wave scanner turned off on the SR. Did I just get myself stuck again? How do I keep getting myself caught up in this? Ladies and gentlemen, collision boxes. Hang on, we'll fix this. This, I should be able to just quick log and, be okay. It's a rare skill. Yeah, it's a rare skill, alright.
Drive assist off. Drive assist on. Cargo scoop deployed.
I'm seriously stuck. I can't get out. I really would prefer not to blow up the SRV right now, because if I do that, then I need to... if that happens, then I need to, come back and get the other data log later, and I don't want to do that.
Drive assist off. Drive assist on. Cargo
Yeah, I literally can't get out. Usually this works. I wonder if I can... if there's anybody here in open play who can nudge me out. Let's try that. Don't bother going too crazy about it, Immacubus, unless you're, like, right around the corner.
Drive assist off. Drive assist on.
It's like, what got caught in the thing? The right wheel got caught. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Nope, nope. This made it worse. There we go. Oh, wait. Come on. We totally got this. Oh, come on. We good?
Cargo scoop deployed.
Somebody play Phil Tor's pole clip. There we go. Oh my god. Stupid pole. Alright, was that the log I missed? Yes, it was. Oh, thank God. Okay, foe. First things first, get back into solo play before somebody does decide to get ideas. I always do my Thargoid science in solo play because it requires staying put for too long, and it's just not feasible in open, given the circumstances.
Drive assist off.
Alright, so now that that's over, so while the logs are playing down, I am going to shut up and let you enjoy them.
Everything is in place. If the Thargoids take the bait, this facility should come under attack very soon. And when it does, we'll find out if our new weapons are worth a damn. It's taken a lot of time and effort to make this place look like an important military site. I just hope they fall for it. It's about time we started fighting back. Everyone's on edge. It's like seeing an approaching storm and waiting for it to break. The air is heavy with the threat of violence. Maybe they didn't take the bait. Maybe we hid it too well, or maybe we didn't hide it well enough. What if they realize this is a trap? I suppose it's too late to worry about that now. All we can do is watch the sky and wait.
Contact confirmed. Thargoids 1,000 light seconds from sight and closing. Ready all weapon systems and prepare to fire on my order. We've only got one shot at this and I don't want to miss. Wait. What is that? That's not a regular Thargoid ship. It's huge. Will somebody scan that thing? And tell Command we've got a mothership here. And get them the data as soon as possible. All right. That's close enough. Fire all batteries!
Landing gear retracted.
Test unsuccessful. Targets suffered minimal damage. Site lost. All operatives lost.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four,
So yeah, sorry I was muted, Beerballot, thank you. So yeah, apparently it looks like before the mycoid virus, INRA tried something against the Thargoids and failed miserably. Really? Can I not scoop off either of these? Game, please. This better be an F. Okay, it's an F. So at least I can gas up once I hit the 12 trianguli star. You know, I'm sorry, B8. Is there a actual way to pronounce your name, or am I just losing my mind today? Because I'm not picking up on shorthand names today. There's none? Okay, just making sure. But yeah, B8, if I may call you that. We've been waiting to see Thargoid hive ships ever since the INRA bases were discovered, and they brought mention to them. So let me get a look around. What's here? Taylor Keep, what do you know? So, I'm not even going to bother dropping the link here. This is definitely pointing at Taylor Keep. Well, there were a lot of INRA bases at Llama Tree. I think I lost count at like 6 or 7, but there's definitely way more than that.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I think there's 10 INRA bases, or roughly somewhere near that amount, but yeah, Taylor Keep is the correct target. I'm not even going to bother dropping the... I will bother dropping the link, but just to prove the point, but it is pointing at Taylor Keep. Didn't mean to do that, and now a pirate's gonna drop in on me any second now. Because you saw there was a target marker coming towards me, and this is an uninhabited system. Cue the pirate. Right on schedule. You want 4 tons? Here, do me a favor. Take these escape pods and bring them to a starbase, if you would be so kind. Yeah, because I don't need this anyway. So yeah, you get that. Because this thing's currently not capable of fighting off. This won't be an issue once I get the Crate Phantom. But, yeah, you saw that it was pointing at Taylor Keep. So Taylor Keep is the last in Pleiades target. Oops. Alright, our next stop is going to be the Bieru-Besse system. Because I think that system is the next closest one. Actually, no, it's not. The Atroco system, I think, is... is closer. Oh, no, it's right around the corner. So we'll go to Atroco first.
Frameshift drive charging.
Actually, hold on.
Power plant capacity.
Let me just grab that really quick. Nothing wrong with picking up weight data.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Okay, folks, so now we are going to... Never mind. I was about to say, now we're going to go and check out the starport targets this week. Oh, I forgot to check Don Hopi.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
So Don Hopi was spared. I guess we were able to protect it this week. Good thing, too, because they were targeting, Don Plucker Enterprise for the second time in a row. Not in a row, but the second time since it was attacked previously. Yeah, me too, Elementary. This is like, this is something I look forward to streaming every week. Now, I will be using a Crate Phantom build for this later down the road because it'll have pretty much the same jump range, but it will actually be capable of defending itself. Because I'll be putting on some lightweight weapons and whatnot. Just for the occasional one-off pirate. My favorite part in particular is the sound analysis, because it's something I'm really good at, and I work as a audio operator in a TV studio. So sound precision sound matching is something I need to be really good at in order to do that. That's a T-Tori star. That's okay. The next star we have to jump to is close enough that we should not have to scoop up. Worst case scenario, we could just park at the station and fuel out. Or park at the Vanguard, either or. Because, yeah, the Aegis Vanguard, I think, is in the system as well. Is it the Vanguard or is it the Acropolis? I gotta double check. It is the Vanguard, I was right. Alright, so I'm gonna target Laswitz Port for a second here. Pull away from the star. No targets showing up on my sensors. Slow down and prepare to drop. Like so. Now, I've already lost 2 links, so I really don't want to lose any more. And this is signal 2, if I'm not mistaken. Link is sorting itself out. And you can see it is pointing at Laswitz Port. Now, it's already past the top of the hour, so I'm not going to bother showing this off, but there is a transmitter 1 megameter away from Laswitz Port somewhere this is actually what the link is pointing at. That transmitter will say anomalous signals detected in system. That message plays at the top of every hour. So it's a pretty rare message, but it does play. So Laswitz Port, that is a Coriolis, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. I'll make a note of that real quick. Laswitz Port. That is a Coriolis starport. Yeah, okay. Our next stop is going to be Bierbese. Oh, this is the home system for the Firebird wing. That's a player group, isn't it? Actually, hold on a moment. Oh no, it doesn't say that this is the home system of that. Oh well. Oh well. Besides the point, let's go ahead and jump to our next system, which is thankfully a scoopable. Because I am currently running on, how do we say, vapors.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so let's first start by getting a little bit of extra gas. So the Aegis Acropolis is here, as well as 2 starports. And a distribution center, because the system is in famine. Yes, my ship has vaporware SA icon. Well, more like it's good for colds because it's got a lot of vapor rub.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alright, let's go ahead and drop out and find out which starport this is pointing at today. And this is going to be signal 6. Whoa, watch out. Okay, so you can see the link is having a little trouble because it's perpendicular to the target, so it can't figure out how to yaw, for lack of a better term. So I'm going to give it a very polite nudge to try and stabilize it a little bit here. Like so. And now we can finally see where it's actually going. So it's pointing that way. And there is Garnier Station. The other dock is too far out to behind me. And the Acropolis is nowhere near that direction either. So yeah, this is pointing at not Garner Station, excuse me.
Deployed.
Yeah, it is Garnier Station. So Garnier Station is the target for this this system. Now, the way I could tell this is a starport attack... yeah, hitting a jukebox. Exactly, it's exactly what it is. So the way I can tell... I could tell earlier ahead of time that the system was going to be a Thargoid attack target is because it had a starport with an ammonia world in it. 99 times out of 100, when you haven't figured out all the starport targets yet, starport plus ammonia world almost guarantees the starport is a target. In this case, it's Garnier Station. And that is a Orbis, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we're going to make a note of that. Garnier Station. Oops. Orbis, starport. And our final stop for the day is the Lusanda system, right next door to Upsilon Aquarii. No system description available for this system, though. Oh, it's right here. So this is a clustered attack. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, look at how tight this is. Because this is a Troco right here. It's a 40-second triangular radius.
Cannot comply.
Or 40 light-year triangular radius.
Retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
So these are no more than a hop, skip, and a jump away from each other.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, and here we only have Lee Orbital. It should be Lee Orbital, but we'll double check in a moment.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Disengaging engines and prepare for drop. That's what I wanted. And yep, That's the orbital right there. So for those, yeah, so basically, for those who have not seen this before, the reason why these links are pointing at starports is that these are effectively warning signals that this starport is an impending attack target for a Thargoid, for the Thargoids. So there should be NHSSs in the system, non-human signal sources.
Cargo scoop.
In fact, we'll check for those as we approach Lee Orbital.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Are they? Hold on. Because that was HIP 16824, right? Yeah, HIP 16824 is all the way back here. Or am I thinking of it, or was the actual full mycoid attack launched somewhere else and I'm just not picking up on it? Because we're kind of far away from 12 Trianguli, too. 12 Trianguli is all the way, back here somewhere. No, that's Calic, which means 12 Trianguli should be right here. Yeah. 12 Trianguli is all the way back here. Oh, no, Taylor Keep is 172 light years away from me. Thargoids tend to, with the exception of the last couple of weeks, the Thargoid attacks seem to all be clustered to one particular area of space. Like, they like to cluster their attacks relatively close range. Just get a little gravitic break here. Yeah, it's easy to get lost in this game, to be fair.
Mike Delta Zero. Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander. Access granted. Clear for landing on docking bay 01.
I don't want to still get scanned anyway, because I'm still carrying that stolen pair of Thargoid probes, so I do want to still get into the base before too long. Okay. Let's go ahead and fuel the ship up.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew.
Alrighty. And, oh, there is a black market here, so we can go, and here's the settlement data package from the INRA base. Go to IF real quick. No bounties to cash in. But we can go to the black market, and now we can cash in our 2 stolen Thargoid probes at no consequence. Now I don't have to feel guilty about UA bombing a place. I guess these fall under the salvage section. Do they? Yes, they do. Ooh. Oh no, these are like 48k. Thargoid sensor. Get rid of that. These sell for a ridiculously large amount of money. I mean, granted, you can only carry them in corrosion-resistant racks before your ship gives out. But even still. Alright, let's get rid of that limpet that's in my... I didn't want to activate the Hollow Me. Let me just get that last limpet in my inventory out. Thank you. And now the cargo bay is empty. Alright, so just to go over our final notes for the day. So, from Eagle Eye 1, we were pointed to Carmichael Point in HIP 16824. That's one of the INRA bases. And the starport target from that... actually, no, we'll start with the INRA base targets. So from Eagle Eye 1, the INRA base target was Carmichael Point in HIP 16824. The second, well, if you can call it an INRA target, was Pleiades Sector LNT C3-4 that led to a crashed Thargoid scout ship on planet 2A. The last one was 12 Trianguli, which pointed us to Taylor Keep. Right back here. The 3 starport targets were the Atroco system, which is right down here, and that pointed us at the Coriolis port, Laswitz port. The Bierubese system over here pointed at the starport target Garnier Station. That was an Orbis starport. And the final target, Lusanda, where we currently are right now, was targeting this station, which is Lee Orbital. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Eagle Eye notes for the week of November 29th, 3304.